Okay, it should be recording.
All right. Well, welcome everyone. So I'll introduce myself if you don't know me already, if you're listening to the recording. Otherwise, I have all of my friends on here and I know them. My name is Jamie Lashier, and I am an independent consultant for Arbonne. I am one of Tara's friends, and I'm super excited and pumped to help her host this party and show you some awesome products, talk about products that you guys had a chance to get samples of this week, and basically tell you about my experience with Arbonne and how awesome it's been and how cool it is and why I'm even trying to share this and force it on my friends. But it's healthy and awesome and beneficial, and I've just been in love with it. So I think to start, Megan, do you know everybody on the call?
Yeah, yep.
Okay. Just to start, everybody, we'll just go around. You could say your name, but we all know everybody. You have to say one thing you love about Tara, because she's our hostess, sorry. So one thing you love about her. You can embarrass her if you want. One thing that you would change about your health or your nutrition or skin. And then for fun, what is your spirit animal, or what animal would you like to be? Okay, so you'll say your name, one thing you like about Tara, something you change about your skin, health, or nutrition, and your spirit animal. Can we handle that? Okay, I'll go first. I'm Jamie, and one thing I love about Tara is that she's very adventurous. She always has been. When we were little girls, we did weird orphan thing or playhouse or whatever it was. It was always crazy and weird, and she still has that spirit today. She just got done with a hike, and she goes on a lot of adventures. So one thing I would change, I have dry skin, and it kind of turns into dandruff, so I'd really like to get that under control. And my spirit animal would be a lion because I like them. Okay. And do you want to go next?
One thing I like about Tara is that she is funny. What was the one thing I want to change about
health, skin, or nutrition?
How about I have dry skin too. And then my spirit now, let's go with a shark.
Nice. Cody.
Okay, so my name's Cody Hohenscheit. One thing that I love about Tara is her laugh. It's so big and infectious, and so anytime she laughs, I can't not laugh because it's just as funny. Something I'd like to change about my skin is I would say sometimes it goes in waves. So there's times that my skin is super, super clear, and then there's times that I feel like I am breaking out everywhere. And then my spirit animal, I would just maybe say a dog because I really like dogs.
Nice. Emily.
I would say what I like about Tara is that I like what everyone said. She's fun, and I like her laugh. And my skin currently is pretty dry, and I have a lot of dry kind of patches different places. So I'd like to change that. And my spirit animal, I'm going to go with the dolphin.
Nice. Very majestic.
Mm-hmm.
Tara, you want to share? You don't necessarily share anything about yourself, but you probably love yourself. So
sure. You guys are so funny. I really like this, getting some compliments. Makes me feel good. I thought for sure you were gonna say one thing you like about Tara and then one thing you want to change about Tara. But it wasn't that, thank God, because that list would be really long.
Okay, we don't have one night, so.
I would say the thing that I need to change is do something on a regular basis with my skin. I will, Cody's skin will go in waves. In my skin habits, I will go in waves. I'm really bad about remembering to take my makeup off. So I think that's what I would change. And I think Nikki jumped on.
Tara, can you talk?
Yes, I did. And I have a 1-year-old in the background, so if she makes some noise, I'm sorry. The thing I like about Tara is obviously we are coworkers and we share a very, very tiny space together every day. I love that she'll listen to me vent and just try new things with me in our tiny space and spend lots of time with me. Something I told Tara this actually last week, I want to change about my health and my skin is I want to start more of the prevention for wrinkles and bad things that may happen to my skin because I know I should do it now. And yeah, so I want to work on that. And gosh, you guys all have good spirit animals. I honestly have no idea, but I'm just going to say a unicorn because it sounds cool.
Awesome. And I think we have Hope and Elena.
Yeah, we're here. I just hopped on, so I have no idea what we're answering.
No problem. Name one thing you love about Tara, our hostess. One thing you want to change about your skin or nutrition or health, and then your spirit animal. An animal that you would like to be.
Okay, so I'm Hope, and my daughter Elena is with me, snarfing down on mandarin oranges right now. I love Tara's free spirit. She is awesome and super fun to work with. Something I would change about my skin is probably my blemishes, and my spirit animal I'm going to say is a wolf, and I don't know why, just because I like them.
Awesome. Cool. Megan, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Megan Fisher. This is so fun for me because a lot of these girls, I grew up in the same hometown, so this is like a reunion. But I love Tara's personality. She's one of those people who lights up a room whenever she walks in it. If I could change anything, I have a huge sensitivity to gluten, which I'm actually like broken out in hives because I ate gluten so much this week. So I would change that. And I think my spirit animal, I think it already has been said, but it's totally me. I'd be a dog because I just love to love on people, and like I'd lick your face if I was a dog, I'm sure.
Nice. All right. So, this is actually like my first virtual, so I'm super excited Tara like agreed to do this. This is awesome. We can get people together that aren't close together to do this. So Megan's actually my coach, and she's been amazing teaching me through all this. So she's going to be kind of helping me through this. She'll share a little bit, I'll share a little bit. But it's really like informal. You guys can ask questions. We'll talk a little bit about the products that you guys had samples of this week that we hope you liked. And we can talk about like what questions you have, but we'll also just share like our experience and the opportunity of Arbonne. So Megan, do you want to start with the Arbonne stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. I was first introduced to Arbonne just as a product user, so that's what you guys will get a lot of today is just product knowledge. And that's the thing people love about our company. I tell people like Arbonne literally is just another brand. Like we have everything, which I'll show you in a minute, but we have over 450 products. So it's literally like if you love our brand philosophy, which we'll teach you about today, it's literally like you stop shopping in other stores and you start shopping in Arbonne. That's all Jamie and I have done. And I started doing that as an 18-year-old. I had really, really bad acne. So for those of you who said, I break out occasionally, like I broke out all the time. Part of it was probably my diet. I was in college and drinking beer and eating pizza, so I'm sure that was part of it. But my introduction to Arbonne was just as a product user for the first 5 years. What I love is we're a company that has, I'm not going through all these bullet points, you all can read, but my favorite thing is we're botanically based, so what you guys can be or expect as consumers is it's all going to be pure. That's our motto, pure, safe, and beneficial. So it's all going to be pure, it's botanically based, nothing chemical, toxic, harmful. It's all going to be safe, which I'll get into, and then obviously all beneficial, which if I were to be quite honest, that's the only reason why I used it when I was 18. Think back to when you were 18. Like I could have cared less that it was pure and safe. I just wanted something that worked and something that would take away my acne. So we've been around forever. We're now a 37-year-old company. We have cutting edge research and development. As far as our product advantage, that's what I kind of want to get into. The botanical side of Arbonne, I'm just going to skip ahead, is we formulate without a lot of things. So this list could go on and on. They shortened it just to fit on a slide. But some big ones for you as consumers is you can take this info and even go look in your bathroom or go look on your bedside table or in your kitchen cupboard. So take what you learned today and just start being a little more of a savvy product consumer, is really start reading your labels. So some big ones on the body care side of Arbonne is we don't have any mineral oil. Mineral oil is just a byproduct of gasoline. So literally your lotions and potions and shampoos and conditioner and makeup, it has mineral oil in it and it's gas. I tell people, like, we wouldn't go to the store after a shower and slather on gasoline. So why are we allowing it on our products? So the best thing you can do is especially flip over your lotions and potions. And if it has mineral oil, especially a few of you said you had dry skin, that mineral oil kind of acts like a saran wrap. It doesn't allow the good ingredients of your lotion to be absorbed, but at the same time, our skin is our largest detox organ. It needs to breathe and purge. It also doesn't allow bad ingredients to get out. So just our skin detoxes daily. So that's why we see a lot of blackheads and blemishes, is that mineral oil is blocking all of that from escaping. So for those of you who have breakouts, that could be the cause. It's the mineral oil in your product not letting your skin breathe and trapping in dirt and oil. So that's the number one thing I tell people to look for. The skin is the number one cause of wrinkles. Mineral oil is the second leading cause of wrinkles. So for those of you trying to look younger or avoid aging, that's huge. Another thing I really tell people to watch out for, and one thing I appreciate is Arbonne's a vegan company, so we don't use any animal products or byproducts. I grew up on a farm. I married a farmer. We have tons of cattle. However, if you understand what a rendering plant is, you will be like me and you will always use, I always say my plate is never vegan, but my bathroom always is. So rendering plant just takes anything dead. So our dead cows go there, roadkill. We live in a really small community. So our rendering man is called Bob. So we call him Dead Animal Bob. He picks up anything dead, takes it to the rendering plant. For us, it's in Bellevue, Nebraska. They render that up, which means they process it. And the number one consumer of that is the U.S. cosmetic and skincare industry. And that to me was disturbing, because you're buying all these things thinking it's good for you, and it has dead animals in it. So I tell people, like, CoverGirl and Neutrogena are brilliant. They're never going to say your makeup or your face wash was made with skunk butt and pig face, but they will put dyes and fragrances in it. And if you have sensitive skin, like if you're breaking out, it's not necessarily that your skin is sensitive. It's probably like the skunk butt that's making you break out. So really start avoiding colors and fragrances. So I super appreciate Arbonne's a vegan company. And then another big one I tell people to watch out for is parabens. They are, it's just a preservative. It keeps our products on the shelf longer. Arbonne doesn't use any harmful preservatives that would cause cancer. Many preservatives do. But parabens for women, they're found in 99% of breast cancer tissue. So I tell women, if you're gonna avoid something, avoid parabens. So mineral oil is gonna be at the top of your label. Parabens are gonna be at the bottom of your label. If you're like me, I'm a little freakish about this stuff now. I literally, when I went to an Arbonne presentation like this, I went home, went through my bathroom, went through my cupboards, and I literally threw out a garbage. I called it like the product graveyard. I threw out a garbage bag of products I wasn't using, or products that had mineral oil in it, or parabens, because it was doing nothing for my skin and actually harming it. So that's our product advantage. As far as what we are, we're vegan, obviously, like I talked about. We're free of gluten, kosher, no artificial colors, sweeteners, dyes, fragrances. So we're basically like getting to our motto, the purest, safest, most beneficial thing you're going to find on the market. And this kind of gets into our products. I know Jamie sent you a range of products, but she definitely didn't send you the whole catalog. It would have had to come in like a huge box of samples. But these are our big lines that we have. Skincare, obviously, for men and women. It's not just anti-aging. We have an acne line. We have a basic skincare line, a really sensitive skin line. We have sports nutrition for those of you who like to work out. We have a whole workout line, a nutrition line, which our family loves and uses every day, bath and body, hair care, baby care for those of you who have little ones, and then cosmetics. So those are just a range of products. But before we get into kind of our bread and butters, Jamie, what are some of your favorite Arbonne products you're loving?
I started with the skincare line, the RE9 that I sent you guys. It's in that little packet. And I took that and ran when Megan gave it to me at my first party because I was like, yes, samples. But I've absolutely loved the serum that's in it. The one that's just like, it feels like silk that goes on it. I've really enjoyed that. I've done the toner, and I didn't know what that was even doing, so I had to like ask Megan and look it up. But I've never done a step program either. I just washed my face with Neutrogena and stripped it like dry and then put some moisturizer on it. But the toner was getting like the pH balance of my skin back to normal and really like closing pores and making it feel better. So I've enjoyed those. Poor Thomas. Thomas is my husband, for those of you that don't know. But he's getting like, I'm like, here, try this. Like I'll put it on his skin or shove it in his mouth because it'll be like food or whatever. But he has loved the protein bars that we've been making. So the protein packs that you guys got, some of you got a chocolate one, some of you got vanilla. So we have both of those. We have both in our household right now. So I made some peanut butter chocolate protein bars. So they have honey, peanut butter, oatmeal, and then the protein powder in it, and they're delicious. And Thomas eats way too much of them because they're like a chocolate snack. So I was like, yeah, these are good for you. But then he ate like 17 of them. So I was like, I don't know if that many are good for you. So those are good in our household. I really, really love the body lotion. That's actually the first thing I used. I got another one free from Megan's party too. Again, I was like, sweet, free stuff. But I've loved that because I've had, like I said, dry skin, and I've had to like do lotion in the morning and at night. And this, I've noticed I haven't had to use as much. So that's been awesome. And then one more thing, just at Thomas's expense. I've been using the restorative day cream, and you guys got that, or not restorative, sorry. Restorative day cream, and it's got SPF in it. And so Thomas and I went to Florida like a few weeks ago, and it was really cold there. It was like 40 degrees. So we were in our sweatshirts and sweatpants and stuff and napping by the pool. And so we were napping face up for a good hour and a half. And I had my lotion on, and I was good when I woke up. Thomas put his hood up on his head, so like this, and he woke up, we went inside. I thought he had a rash all the way around his face and neck. He got sunburned, and so oh, it was awesome. But I felt really bad for him, so I've been telling him, I was like, you need to be using like a moisturizer that has so, yes, I know that Thomas's expense, but yeah, I don't want to say every single product because there's been some that I'm like, probably not for us, but yeah, those have been my favorite, and I've been literally using them every day. So.
Okay, we're just going to talk about Arbonne's kind of flagship product lines. If we talked about everything, we'd be here till tomorrow, and we promised you this would be short and sweet. So this is our skincare, and I'm actually, Jamie, do you just want to talk a little bit about this? Because you are like super in love with this stuff.
I am. Like I said, it's a step program, so I didn't know what that meant at first, but I'm realizing what all the different steps need and what they do. So like the first one, the cleanser that, so in your packet, if you're looking at it, or if you've been using it this week, it's like the far left, and then you go to the far right. But the cleanser is just like, it gets after oil, makeup, and just makes your skin really hydrated. And I noticed I used waterproof mascara prior to this, and it doesn't really get that off. And so I've been using the Arbonne mascara, which I think, Tara, you got a sample of, and it takes that right off, which I've really enjoyed as well. And then You got the toner, like I talked about, that just brings everything back to pH level. It's kind of weird in your sample, just get like a little squirter bottle, but it does come in like an actual spray bottle if you get the bigger one. But just brings back to a pH level. Then you would do the serum, and the serum's been awesome. I've just noticed like a different firmness and a smoothness to my skin. The eye cream is important. Didn't know why that was important, but my maturity in my skin care line is definitely increased. We have different skin around our eyes. We just don't have as much fat around our eyes, so you need to take care of it better. And so that moisturizer is like a corrective moisturizer, so it helps with any like puffiness, dark circles, and then like crow's feet and wrinkles. And then there's the night cream that I've actually enjoyed a lot. I made Thomas use it last night. But that's also a corrector. Your skin like corrects itself at night. You want to promote that skin cell turnover. Your pores open up and you want to like regenerate those cells at night. And then flip side, in the morning, you would use the restorative day cream, which, like I said, protects from the sun rays and helps to have that SPF in there. And like Megan said, we have the anti-aging, and then we have I think it's like the Calm, just like a normal one, and then a acne line as well.
And for all you out there that are frugal, I think my favorite thing about this line is, number one, it works. Like, it does what it's supposed to do, and it matches any skin type. I was super, super oily, and as I age, I get more dry every year. So I love that. It matches your skin where your skin is at, and not only reverses damage you've done, but prevents damage that you're gonna do in the future. But it lasts forever because we don't have those junky fillers. I have people get their skincare to last 6 months. So you're buying this twice a year. So I promise you this, because I am so frugal, I added it up. I was spending more at Target buying Neutrogena than I do on this. And this is a Swiss-based premium product, way better than Neutrogena. Not to put Neutrogena down, but this gave me incredible results, and it lasts a really, really long time. We buy it twice a year. And something new that Arbonne has, you youngins probably won't appreciate this as much as I do, but this is an ultrasound device. This is newer on the market. It's almost been out a year. Arbonne just got some huge accolades with it, actually, from the American Dermatology Conference. I don't really understand because I'm not a dermatologist, but it takes your product basically and ups the results times like 1,000. It takes ultrasound and really pushes the product down to the deep tissues of your face and heals from the skin, basically skin deep up. So this is super incredible. Like, look at these results. And none of you have skin that looks like this yet. If you're wanting to avoid looking like Exhibit A on the left, like, look at that. This is just after 1 minute use. Look at her cheek, and even this gal's eyes. I know my eyes are starting to look like that.
At my party that we had at my house, Megan, Tara and Cody, your mom came, and our moms were obsessed with using it and just being weird. But your mom did like one eye and didn't do the other, and then she asked everybody like guess which one, and you could like tell the difference. I was skeptical. I was like, what is this? Like little machine. But yeah, like these photos are real, that you can tell the difference.
Cool.
Okay. Last big flagship line we're going to talk about, and Jamie talked about the protein. We're not going to talk about every product in it, but this is another flagship line. It's just our nutrition line. I'll kind of explain the premise behind it. Arbonne doesn't believe in like take 2 shakes a day and take this magic pill and voila, you're going to be fit and fab and lose 165 pounds. Like, that's not their philosophy. We teach on a monthly basis. So if you're just looking to kind of improve your eating habits, Jamie has the ability to add you to a boot camp every month, and it's called Clean or Healthy Living. So it's literally a 4-week focus where we have clean recipes, and even my favorite thing is grocery list. It literally like cuts the thinking out at the grocery store. I take my list of things I need to get for the week to make these recipes they give us, and it's real food. Like this week we're having spaghetti tomorrow. I think it's chicken fajitas Tuesday. I forget the other days, but it's real food, grocery list. But that's my favorite part to our healthy living focus is we teach people how to get back to the basics of nutrition, lean meat, fruits, and veggies. And we make it easy, like giving you grocery lists and recipes to actually cook. But I always say, like, when you're busy and everyone's busy, that's where our nutrition line comes in, is it just helps you push the easy button to healthy living. So, like, our protein shakes, our family personally has one every morning, not because we're like shaky people and trying to lose weight. My 1-year-old does not need to lose weight, but it's the healthiest breakfast I can give my kids and get us all out the door on time. So I love that. It just makes breakfast easy for our family. Or she talked about our protein bars. It literally has cut our grocery bill in half because I'm not buying the junky snacks. They're just eating protein bars. We go through 2 9x13 pans in a whole week. So they eat them, love them. It's a great snack. Those fizz sticks, I know Jamie said, I think she sent you a sample of those. Those are my get stuff done drink, way healthier than an energy drink or a pop, even healthier than coffee because they're alkaline forming, but they're amazing. They just give you pep in your step. You're not going to be sky high and then have that energy crash like you would with an energy drink or pop. This is just like, I can get stuff done. So they come in citrus and pomegranate. That's a favorite. For those of you who are like me and maybe overindulge with drinking or overindulge with eating, I love our detox tea for that, our fiber for that, and then our Digestion Plus. And our Digestion Plus is great too for your immunity system. We haven't been sick all year. We haven't had cold, stomach bug, anything, because 80% of your immune system starts in your gut, and the Digestion Plus basically heals your gut. Skin issues like dry skin, psoriasis, eczema, all start in your gut, acne. So I love the Digestion Plus for that. So that's our health and wellness in a nutshell. But like I was talking in the beginning, we teach a boot camp every month, and for those just wanting to eat healthier and have more energy, that's why I do it. I need the energy. But for people looking, if you know people looking to lose weight, it's amazing for that too, because it just cleans up their eating habits. And then I'm gonna quick show you, can you guys see these pictures okay?
Mm-hmm.
We have a cosmetic line. So mascara, Tara, I think you got the mascaras. Have you tried it?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, thoughts on
Awesome. It's amazing.
Okay.
It smelled so good. I told Katie that it made my face smell like a flower. It does. It's amazing. I love it.
I'm not sure if that's supposed to.
It does smell good. So here's kind of a more, what I love about our cosmetics is they have a technology in them called OptiLight. So they're really, really light. Like you don't feel like you're wearing them, but they give you full coverage. So this is kind of an, oops, wrong way. This is an example of that. Like you can't even see she had freckles. I think I would want my freckles to shine through. I think freckles are awesome, but you can't even see she had freckles. So that's kind of a before and after on coverage. Here is eyeshadow colors with our primer. So on the left is like just using no primer. On the right would be using the eye primer, and it just enhances the vibrancy of your eyeshadow. I would say 2 favorite makeup products of mine are the mascara. Like it's the best thing. It doesn't melt, like so you don't have the 5 o'clock black eye at the end of the day from your mascara melting. It lengthens and plumps. And then I love our makeup primer. Most of the time I just wear makeup primer and mascara. I don't even put makeup on, but the makeup primer helps reduce redness, pore size, and then just gives you a healthy glow and hides imperfections. So you can get away with not wearing makeup, or if you put makeup on, it makes your makeup stay fresh and controls oil all day. Here's some lip colors for those of you looking for lip colors. And then Arbonne's cosmetic side of it, their philosophy is beauty with benefits. So these lipsticks feel like you're wearing a lip balm. They're moisturizing your lips like a chapstick would, only they're putting color on your lips too. So it's like multi-purpose cosmetics. Your skin is anti-aging and improving as you're wearing cosmetics. So I say, why not? If you're going to be wearing them, might as well be doing something for your face. So if you're looking to get into some skincare, health and wellness, just know Jamie will help you get the best deal, and you can always shop at a 20 to 40% discount. She'll make sure you get the best deal. But I'm going to quick explain kind of what we do, what Jamie's doing, since most of you are her really, really good friends. Basically, when you're an Arbonne consultant, you literally, I stopped buying from Target and Sephora and Ulta, and I started buying in my own store and started making an income off of it. Not only do we get paid to use Arbonne, but my friends would say, oh my gosh, Megan, you lost 30 pounds since you got out of college. What are you doing? Well, I stopped drinking beer and pizza and started eating healthy. Or like, your skin looks great. What are you using? So basically started buying them from my own store, and then by sharing them with other people, obviously we get paid in a commission. But I tell people, like, I do that anyway, whether I get paid a commission or not. I always share a good thing, like good movies, good books to read, good restaurants to eat at. We do that every day. So this business model just made sense to me. I will tell you, I was not ever planning to be the Arbonne lady. That was not in my 5-year or 10-year or any year life plan. I always said I'd never live in a small town, never marry a farmer, never be a stay-at-home mom, and I'd never do one of those things. And I'm doing all 4. So never say never. But I'm just going to go over our compensation plan. I tell people this may or may not be for you, and that's okay, but you might know someone who needs to pay some student debt off, or who, for us, we, both my husband and I have had physical jobs. He's still a farmer. But we had no savings plan to back us up if we were to get hurt. So I started Arbonne in the beginning just as a way to clump our savings account. So if we did get hurt, we wouldn't be living in a box down by the river. And it has just grown from there. But our first level, you make anywhere from $200 to $1,000. Jamie will be here, and she's only been doing this for a month by the end of this month. So that's pretty incredible. I mean, she'll be probably paying her mortgage in just the first 2 months of her business, which is pretty cool. Area manager is our second level. She'll be here by the summer. So how cool is she'll be on summer break and making an awesome income, I call it the comma paycheck. So area manager, your business is willable. It's $1,000 to $4,000 each month. Regional vice president, you get the perk of driving a white Mercedes. The company pays for it. I did not start for the car, but it's a nice perk to have no car payment, to be quite honest, and it's a sweet ride. But they make on average like $4,000 to $10,000 a month. So for our family, it's been life changing. My husband's a farmer, and the egg economy stinks. Like, he probably won't make any money this year. So it's a blessing to have an income that grows every month. And then national vice president, I know that you guys who know Jamie, that's where her heart is at national vice president. You're making $20,000 plus a month, and you're just able to give. You give that away because who needs $20,000 every month? Like, you can bless others and bless other organizations and people that really need that money. So where do you see yourself? There are kind of 3 different ways, or 4 actually. If you got nothing out of today other than you know what to look for in your products, like, our job is done. Like, that is what we do. We just educate people, love and serve you where you're at. But if you found some information, whether it's the product information or even the income side, just pass Jamie's name along. Her business, I always say she's not the crazy Arbonne sales lady who's going to go door to door and be creepy. That's just not, well, it is kind of in her nature, but she's not going to be creepy with Arbonne. So if you run into someone who's looking for what Arbonne has, just pass their name along. That's the best thing you can do. But if you're looking to get some products, like if you loved what you heard today and you're like, yeah, I don't want to put cancer-causing ingredients on my skin anymore, I want to make some improvements, like I said, just switch your brand over from what you're using over to Arbonne, and just reconnect with Jamie later today. I would assume, since most of you she knows, she has your number. She will be in contact, or just text her. Actually, just text her right now, like, hey, I'm available to chat now, or call me or text me tonight at this time. So then she can serve you and get a hold of you. But she'll, like I said, she'll help you get the best deal. I would say go online. Her website is just jamielazier.arbonne.com, and you can kind of make a wish list, things you're interested in or things you have questions on. And like I said, she'll help you get the best deal. But you can shop as a client or preferred client. Preferred client is the best way to shop because you get 20 to 40% off. You get awesome rewards, like free shipping, Arbonne cash. It's like Kohl's cash, only better. And for ordering, if you get your order in tonight by midnight, I'm going to send all of you guys a mascara. So like Tara said, it's amazing. It's one of my favorite Arbonne makeup products. I will just add that to your order, and that'll be shipped out to you for getting your order in tonight. Hosting like Tara is, honestly, if I could host, I mean, I did that back in the day before I was an Arbonne consultant. Jamie did that. Like, we have the best hostess rewards ever, period. I've hosted for other companies, and I think we're so spoiled in Arbonne. When I host other parties, I'm like, these rewards kind of stink. So literally with Arbonne, you get tons of loot. So if your wish list is really long, you're like, yep, definitely not fitting in the monthly budget this month, I would say host, because you get 80% off, a $50 free gift. Like, it's definitely worth it to host. Jamie literally like got almost the whole catalog for hosting. She got a ton of stuff. And for hosting, just because Jamie's just getting her business off the ground, I am going to give you all a primer. Or if you're like, I don't want a primer, you can pick out something else. But for hosting, if you set a date with her today, and it can be like this, it can be virtual. You don't have to leave your home. Your friends don't have to leave their home. I will send you a primer in the mail, in addition to Arbonne's hostess rewards. And then independent consultants, like I said, if you are looking to make some changes, I know for us, we just wanted like more time out of our lives than we were getting. We were sick of being on the rat race, and honestly, we were broke as a joke. We wanted more money. Money is not everything, but it is right up there with oxygen. You need it to live. This business has been a blessing. So like I said, if it's not for you, that's okay. It's not for everyone, but who do you know that Jamie could help? But I'm going to stop the recording and open it up to questions if you guys have product questions or anything.